The they say, I say format can be really helpful when you're dealing with opposing positions or any other sources in your writing. The important part about they say, I say is that it slows you down to consider carefully what is it that they say? Who are these who are these people with these positions and why do they have those positions? So you want to take your time and try to identify with the writer. What do they say? Try to summarize it carefully instead of jumping ahead to your own position. And as you do this, you might even quote directly what they say. We love to listen to people talk, so give space for the words and opinions of others in your essay. Make sure that you're being a good host, so you're going to tell your reader who your source is, you're going to introduce them by name, and you're going to integrate them into your essay. And as with all quotes, you're then going to comment on what it is they say. That's your chance to say what you think. What is it that you say? So after you've fully grappled with another's ideas and you're ready to respond, then you have three basic options. You can disagree and explain why. You could agree, but with a difference. Or you might agree and disagree simultaneously. So what does that look like? Let's consider the economic concerns that were voiced by the climate change skeptics in Oklahoma in the video that you watched in this module. How can I take the time to understand their position? I want to ask some questions. First of all, what are they saying? What are their claims that they're making? On what grounds do they make those claims? And what is their reasoning? So I heard several people in the video talk about how their economy runs on fossil fuels. Many of them are employed in the oil industry. And so they're claiming that they have a real economic stake in fossil fuels and that changing that, even if they know it has to be changed, it would be very uncomfortable, very difficult. What grounds is that based on? Well, it's logical. If you have a job in an industry that is, people are fighting to dismantle, then you might lose your job. So it seems like it's sound reasoning that that could happen. So now what am I going to do? Am I going to disagree? Am I going to say, no, that's not true? You're not going to lose your jobs. It's going to be fine. That feels a little too extreme because I also agree with them that that's a problem, but I disagree simultaneously because I also see the opportunities for new industry jobs. So that's probably what I would try eventually do is I would agree that that's a real issue that needs to be addressed. But moving forward, we're going to have to figure out how do we get away from fossil fuels while still supporting these communities that are so economically reliant on fossil fuels. And if I take that approach, I can convince a skeptical reader. I could probably convince some of those people in the video that we have common ground and that we can work together towards some sort of change.